Coming up into the city of Portland after 11 hours in the saddle, got to be emotional. I just broke down. I'm doing this. I'm gonna make it.
I knew he was gonna do it, but I was overcome with a lot of emotion, realizing that just 6 months before that, he was lying down on a couch and not able to do the things for himself that he once did.
I was part of the good outcome. There are far too many that are on the opposite end and lose their battle, their fight with their antibiotic-resistant infection. My original injury came during a basketball game.
Well, he had had surgery on his ACL, and Chris actually had already started doing all the recovery process and was walking well. And so we were given permission to go on a trip.
And on our way back home from that vacation, we stopped at a water park.
Within, I would say, less than 10 hours, his leg was completely swollen, red, hot to touch.
I went to the doctor the next day. They were determined that I had acquired a MRSA infection in my knee.
The doctor said that we would need to stay in the hospital and be isolated for a few days. They sent us home. His symptoms kind of resurfaced.
It felt like the rest of my body was just deteriorating. Go to the emergency room.
Put me into panic mode.
What if this doesn't go away?
They did several more surgeries on Christopher's knee.
Multiple surgeries.
Trying to get the infection under control. There was something going on outside of the surgery that we had not seen.
They didn't know where else to look for the infection.
Possibly gone to his brain. The doctor basically told me at that point that it had gone to his brain, that there wasn't a lot that they could do because he was on the highest, most potent antibiotic that they know to treat MRSA. And I faced the realization that I might lose him. And at 30 years old, I wasn't ready to be a widow or to be a single mom. They went in and removed it all, but with that, Chris lost a lot of movement in his leg. He was unable to do the easy things like go to the bathroom by himself or get food for himself.
I couldn't be the husband that I needed to be, that I wanted to be for my wife. I couldn't be who I wanted to be for my kids.
When he was really sick, my son would take his Legos and sit on his dad's bed.
I love being a dad. More than anything, and not being able to be that wrestling, running around, Lego building, tea party sipping dad that I had been. It was incredibly difficult emotionally. It was literally a moment while I was in the hospital in bed that I decided I have to do something. I started looking for a job in healthcare to take the talents and the passion that I have to people who needed it. I think chefs have an amazing power to make people happy and to help in the healing process. It's been an incredible journey striving towards this goal of protecting the antibiotics that we have now, whether it's in animal agriculture or human medicine. Every time we use an antibiotic, they become less and less effective. At this point, what I do every quarter is take an inventory of what percentage of the proteins that I'm buying are classified as reduced or responsible use of antibiotics. There are opportunities where antibiotics are the answer. There are places where it's not. So I think we just need to figure out, are we using those tools that we have correctly? Are we making the right decision? Guys, gotta get there.
This experience has changed us forever. One, I think learning to seize our moments. We're not promised another breath. I look at where we were and where we are now, and I can't imagine it being the other way.
I don't want to be part of a post-antibiotic era, and my kids, they're 16 and 14. They got hopefully a very long life ahead of them. I don't want them to go through anything similar to what I did from a simple, routine surgery.